Consider this. Out of the 7.7 billion people on this planet, 5 billion use a cell phone. And still, so many of us don't know how we can make our gadgets serve us as long as they're designed to. Is it okay to let the battery run completely out? Should you ever power your phone down? Should you take it out of your pocket before doing laundry? Well, here are some cell phone do's and don'ts. 1. Do turn off Bluetooth when you aren't using it. This way, you'll block unnecessary and potentially harmful downloads coming your way. And no intruder will manage to read the data you store in your phone. 2. Don't expose your smartphone to the elements. Not only rain, snow, or any kind of moisture. And yeah, take it out of your pocket before doing laundry. Now, cold and heat are just as bad. Gadgets start wigging out when the temperature drops below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat is even worse. If your device has been lying in the sun or somewhere where the temperature is 113 degrees or higher, it might refuse to work properly. Even worse, this damage could be permanent. 3. Do encrypt all sensitive and personal information you have on your phone. Not all devices come with this feature, but if yours does, use it. If your phone gets stolen or lost, nobody will be able to access personal data stored on your gadget. 4. Don't use cheap or non-original chargers. Even if it doesn't do anything bad to your device, the charging won't be stable and fast. Plus, to produce cheap charger cables, they take a small-gauge wire that breaks much more easily than the manufacturer-approved ones. 5. Do clean your phone's charging port and the charging cable regularly. During usage, loads of grime and dust gathers on the charging pins, which results in slow charging and a poorer connection. If used carefully, a wooden toothpick will effectively remove dirt from the charging port. And to clean the cable's pins, you can use a damp, not soaked, Q-tip. 6. Don't ignore a malware threat. It's a common misconception that viruses are only dangerous for desktops and laptops. But smartphone malware can steal your personal data and even track your location. How rude! It's better to avoid installing any suspicious apps. They're likely to stuff your phone full of viruses. 7. Do avoid dropping your smartphone, even if it's in a protective case. You might not see a dented corner or cracks on the screen, but you never know what the fall has done to the phone's insides. If you're a serial phone dropper, any problems you're having with your device could be because of this. 8. Don't use a spray bottle to spritz your phone directly while cleaning it. Most smartphones aren't waterproof. If just a couple of tiny water droplets get inside, the device could be doomed. And even if it doesn't shut down completely, some open parts, like the microphone, are bound to stop functioning. Sure, plenty of phone cleaning kits include a spray bottle, but you're supposed to use it to spritz a microfiber lint-free cloth, not your gadget directly. 9. Do charge your smartphone before its battery drains completely. It's not a problem if you see a zero charge on the screen once or twice. But if it happens regularly, your device is at risk of serving you for a far shorter time than it could. Every phone has a certain number of charge cycles. That's when you charge the gadget to 100% and then run it down to 0. If you let the battery run empty every day, it'll last for no more than 400 to 500 days. 10. Don't install a battery optimizer. They only remove apps that are running in the background and clear your phone's cache, which is part of the device's memory that stores frequently used information. But you can easily do both of these things on your own, and by using a battery optimizer app, you're likely to see intrusive ads on your screen non-stop. Well, I just deleted mine. You also finding yourself guilty of these common phone no-goes? Feel free to fess up down in the comments. And there's more to come. Number 11. Do keep your home screen as tidy as possible. I won't argue that live wallpaper sounds like fun, and who wouldn't want all their apps just to click away? But if your home screen is cluttered, your phone struggles to load all this stuff in one place. It puts unnecessary stress on the device's hardware, which in turn slows it down and affects its performance. 12. Don't cram the memory. It won't do anything serious to your phone, but it's still better to use an SD card or cloud storage for some apps and all those photos. Filled to the brim with data, Your smartphone will keep you constantly frustrated with a lack of free memory space. 13. Do update the software if your phone suggests it. It'll only make your device work better by getting rid of any bugs. Just never download software from sources you aren't sure about. If your intuition doesn't let you down and the source is shady, this can make your phone shut down or malfunction. Or worst case scenario, someone can get hold of your personal data. 14. Don't keep your phone in your pants pocket. You might forget you put it there, sit down and crush it. Or throw it in the laundry. That and your body heat will make your battery run out faster than if you put the thing in your bag. Remember, heat's no good. 15. Do turn your phone off at least once a week. After you do it, let the device rest for several minutes. It needs a vacation too. And then switch it back on again. It helps your phone work faster and more smoothly, prolongs the battery life, empties all the unnecessary stuff from the memory, and prevents unexpected crashes. Usually, when you close an app, it doesn't really get closed. It remains in an in-between state so that the next time you need it, you can restart it faster. This is eating your phone's memory and battery, and you can only solve this problem by restarting your device. 16. Don't turn your phone off if its battery is almost empty and you're planning on powering it back up in a half an hour. Instead of conserving some energy, you'll run the battery down completely. The whole process of turning the device on and off uses way more power than just switching on airplane mode. If you're only going to use your phone after a couple of hours or so, then do shut it off. It's still the simplest way to conserve battery. 17. Don't forget to clear your phone's cache. I bet you have some apps that are too important to delete, yet you still don't need them every day. You can remove these apps' cached data in the settings. This way, they won't need as much space when you aren't using them, and your smartphone will work faster after such a cleanup. 18. Do plug your phone in carefully. It's all too easy to blindly jam the charging cable into the port when you head to bed. But every tiny scratch cuts your phone lifespan down because all those electrical contacts are much more sensitive and delicate than you can imagine. 19. Don't replace your phone's original battery with a cheap alternative. And if you take your device to a service center to have the battery replaced, always check what they put in during the repair. If the new battery isn't original, it can not only fail to work, but also shorten your phone's life. 20. Do use a screen protector. Even if it looks like a useless piece of fragile glass or plastic, such a protector can keep your phone safe. After all, it's an additional layer of defense, which will make a world of difference should your device fall on a hard floor or pavement. And that's all the phony device advice I have for you today. Hey, if you learned something new today, then give the video a like and share it with a friend. And here are some other videos I think you'll enjoy. Just click to the left or right, and remember, stay on the bright side of life.